Hello, hello. It is your boy Brandon from Audio Addiction. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for joining. I am joined by one of my co-hosts, Therese. How's it going, Therese?
I
Alex,
half of the whole here.
half of the whole. We are unfortunately mixing out on Alex, but I believe Alex will be in the chat. I'm pretty sure. If he's feeling better, send him warm regards in the comments or in Discord. Um, but yeah, we are going to be getting into. I was trying to title this in the funniest way possible, so I just said the Luna expansion pack, and we're doing Artemis. Is that how to pronunciate it, Therese?
I think so.
That,
Let us know if we're wrong. I'm not the Luna expert here, but
I am
we are
also not
doing our
Luna.
best.
We are gonna try our best tonight. But yeah, very very excited. BBC spin/spinoff group stuff. Artemis. Okay, thanks for you full. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Again, hopefully Alex will feel better by Wednesday. If not, come join us. Either way, if you're new here, I am the newest to K-pop. Therese and Alex have both been here for quite a bit. So, and listening to K-pop, so is my foray into K-pop music. So, come hang out, come join us. We'd love to see you. But yeah, we got a couple things planned. I believe, like I said, we're doing From Us 9, I think, is our next one for Wednesday. And then I don't know, depending upon how Alex feels, maybe he'll do a Friday stream. We're not entirely sure. And then I will potentially be streaming on Saturday. So come back, come hang out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Therese, how familiar are you with like this, like the post BBC spin-off groups? Have you listened to any of like Artemis or any of the other groups that we were gonna get
Let
into?
me see. I know Alex sent us the playlist, and it looks like we're
Mm,
finally back on YouTube, so
we
we no
are.
longer have to stream through Google Drive to support the boycott. Oh no, I my phone went off. So I said
Oh
the
no.
G word. um,
Yeah, thank you.
but no, I have not. I don't think I've listened to a single Artemis track.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I oh no wait, I have listened to Virtual Angel. That was
Okay,
the
okay.
one with the crazy music video.
Mm.
But I was like halfway into Luna, and then it seemed like everything went down before I got to see their full form.
Oh,
So, um, pretty sad about that, but I am curious. I probably forgot all of the members again, like I do every week.
it's all
It's just
right.
a blank slate every time.
It's a wipe cleat. Yeah, it's the like
Yeah.
Men in Black. Like,
I'm gonna assume that there's no lore stuff in here, so I'm gonna start from scratch there, and we're gonna develop it into the audio addiction cube lore.
hey,
Um,
let's go. We love to see it. Uh, all right. Well, very cool. Goro, thanks for hanging out. Came here from YouTube. Had to revive this Twitch account from the basement because I love your guys' vibe. Well, we appreciate you for coming to
oh,
hang out.
thanks.
Hopefully, you'll be joining us for more. Feel free to join us on Discord. That is the best way to chat with us. Um, but yeah,
Also, if anyone's trying to tag Alex, his name in Twitch is Irvtron, so
Irvtron,
that's who that's who you're looking
that's our
for.
guy.
But he's here. He's just got a sore throat.
He's just virtual today.
Yeah.
It's his work from home day.
I Alex. We should have set up a VTube.
We were still well. Okay, we'll peel behind the curtain a little bit. So we tentatively, Therese had joked that Alex should come on stream, and then we were just gonna have him do like the TikTok voice to text like voice as his like prompts. So I thought that would have been funny, but we unfortunately were not able to make that happen. So, and we also don't want to stress Alex out more. So,
We'll
probably it's
just
for the
read his
best.
comments.
We'll just read his comments.
So
Yeah.
yeah. He did say that there's plenty of lore for Artemis.
Mm.
And I guess the other solo projects, I'm not sure. And I did have a question for you, Alex. I didn't know if we were going in chronological order or oh wait, no, I think we decided to go segment by segment and then incorporating solos throughout. Are the solos also chronological?
Mm.
Or yeah, we're not chronological. We're just going like Artemis and then Loossemble chronological in segments.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Perfect.
Good to know.
Goes to show we did not put this playlist together. Shout outs to Alex for putting it together. Much love. But yeah, that's what we are doing tonight. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. Hello everyone. Thanks for hanging. But yeah, we're gonna get into the first one. I think I don't even have it set. I do have it set up. This one is. It looks like it's Odd Eye Circle Air Force One, and it's the music video. So
Oh,
let's.
okay. Well, now I'm extra confused.
I am also extra confused, but we are gonna find out what it's all about. So. Interesting pre-chorus.
Ready, set, and go.
All right,
Wow.
cool.
Oh, I feel like it was over before I fully took it in.
All right. Well, if you're joining us tonight, this was Odd Eye Circle Air Force One. Thanks for hanging. Appreciate it. Therese, I assume you haven't heard this one. Am I correct on that?
Definitely not.
All right.
That was some stuff.
Well,
Drop all of the members that are in this in Artemis.
yeah, it
Is this
looks Jin Sol, Kim Lip, and Cherry. It looks like what Yufo had said in chat. And it looks like they're under Mod House now, which is the same company as Triple S.
so? It's the same group that was in Odd Eye Circle. So this is Odd Eye Circle. This song was basically them saying they're in their new era as Odd Eye Circle before trademark. Oh, what happened?
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on.
I was like, damn, I'm so close, so close up. I was getting a little. I was like, wow, they really zoomed in here.
Okay.
Either way, you got it. You're hiding, Therese.
I was hiding.
Well, that's what it looked like. I was just like, I was like full. It was just me full on the screen. So anyway, you can continue.
I don't know what happened. I was just complaining about how my like laptop hub is breaking, so maybe something just got disconnected even though I didn't touch anything. I don't know. Therese disapparated. That's good. Anyway, I was reading the comment from Goro. Oh, is this a new?
Yes, Gora's new.
Goro Cult. Okay, yeah. This is their new era as Odd Eye Circle. Before this, their trademark was Converse shoes. So now they're changing to AF1s. And they burned down the Converse. I would have never made that connection. When were the trademark Converse shoes? Did I miss that? Was that part of the lore?
Oh God, that's nuts.
But okay. So ARTMS is the bigger group collective, but Odd Eye Circle is a subunit of ARTMS, which is a branch of Luna,
Oh
which
my
Odd Eye
God.
Circle is also a subunit.
This is nuts.
Okay. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna work with it. ARTMS is Jinsol, Heejin, Cherry, Kimlip, and Hasul.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we're just missing 2 members here. I'm keeping some of these in my forever notes because I guess I deleted I accidentally deleted the
Odd Eye
Luna
Circle
notes I had.
Oof.
So, but I don't know if I like this song. It was very short. I think it's hard for me to get into songs like this because something about the sound being mixed so dry, it gives it like a sandy texture and it kind kind of feel a lot more shallow. So it's like a very fine sand that you would only be able to find in like the Gulf of Mexico.
That's so specific.
Yeah, it is. It's a very specific sand that I hate because it gets everywhere.
Okay, fair enough.
But it's like the sound of the really dry mix that seems that it's peaking out like every other beat. It's not my favorite thing to hear all the time. It's definitely not my favorite thing to hear with a Jersey beat, which someone said this was. I didn't really pay much attention to what type of beat it was, but there was a lot of peeking out for me that I don't know if I was vibing it with. But I really liked the chorus, the da 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 da. That was cool. Fun. That was what I would consider a Jersey beat. It was just the melody of the chorus. I don't know.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 43 seconds. That seems pretty tight in terms of like music. Yeah, that's a shorter on the really shorter end. Yeah, I was gonna say that's on the shorter end of the scale. I don't know. Therese, are you done? I don't want to cut you off if you had more.
It was in their old MVs, a color-coded school uniform and white Converse. Oh, okay. I guess I've stopped being able to see the Converse because that was like the shoe I grew up with. So it's like it's just a shoe now. Like it's just
it's just a shoe.
It's just a shoe. I'm not paying attention to what type of shoe.
That's fair. That's fair. I respect that. Obviously, I'm trying to remember very similarly to Therese because we did Odd Eye Circle in the first section of Luna. I thought this is definitely different in terms of what I remember their original sound to be. I guess a little bit more like lively per se. Like I think just their like the musicality of it, you could tell like in terms of time frame from some of the older material till now, it's very interesting. But I thought this was great. I definitely like more of the Jersey club beat type thing. So I thought it was really cool. To me, I also really appreciated the kind of like different usage of like synths in this. There was some really cool like filtered synths that were like mixed in throughout, and I think it kind of shapes the song in a really unique way. It looks like I believe Jaden Jung was the person who produced this track. Um, but I feel like they have a pretty interesting. I always feel like their music is always very interesting in terms of the way they produced it, and I think this was really cool. I'd probably say my favorite part of the song was the pre-chorus of this one. I like how it kind of like dips out a little bit, and then you get that really like more like again as Therese said, that like Jersey Club beat kind of thing. Okay, I actually am wrong here. It looks like Yves said produced by G High. Jaden Jung co-wrote it with Kim Lip and G High. Okay, appreciate the correction there. I don't think we've heard anything from G High as of right now. I don't think. Interesting production style, nonetheless. I thought it was very interesting. I have not listened to Triple S yet, so I feel like that's probably maybe a precursor to getting into their music at some point. But yeah, I thought this was very interesting. I'm curious to kind of see like, I guess where it goes, because obviously you have ARTMS and there's more members to that group, and I guess like kind of the correlation that this song is in like comparison to ARTMS. Yeah, I thought this was really cool. I think Kim Lip is again my favorite. I still really love her voice, and I feel like this one is very much a standout track to me for her vocals. But I also give a shout out to Jin Sol. She does this really cool like falsetto vocal line in the second pre-chorus, I believe. And she sounded like really beautiful in that section. So I think they did a great job. Obviously, Odd Eye Circle we've listened to before, but I feel like this one feels, to me at least, vocally a little bit more pronounced. So I like this a lot. UFO says we have listened to G High produced tracks. Co-founded Monotree. He's produced a lot of Luna's discography. Okay, so we haven't changed over. Very nice.
Yeah, I co-founded Monotree.
Huh. Very interesting. Angela, thanks for hanging out. Kim Lip is the best. We love Kim Lip. We love all the ladies. Leo gave us a little bit more backstory. At the beginning of Odd Eye Circle, Heejin entered Mod House. There was a possibility that more members would enter. That's why they didn't debut in ARTMS and took the opportunity to return as Odd Eye Circle. Ah, okay. So this was just kind of like a precursor to ARTMS, according to Leo.
Yeah.
Huh.
But
very interesting.
This is ARTMS, so
I guess contextually, yeah. That
is
would
it
make
an ARTMS debut, or they're just following the same thing that Luna did, where they debut the subunits first? Yeah.
Alex says
Okay.
stepping stone to ARTMS. Okay.
Wow. I don't know if I like these kinds of groups. Too many subunits. I don't know who to look for. I don't know how to look them up on Spotify. I'm just getting real confused.
This Goss says this is a bridge to ARTMS. Okay. That makes more sense. I could see where that's coming from. I guess my question to chat and maybe comments as well is, I love to go and listen to these groups after we've gone through them. I want to know what's like the like, can I go listen to them on Spotify? Like, is this like, are we good? Like, are we in the clear? Can I listen to their music? Because I'm curious of whether or not that's like,
good luck finding them.
Good luck. I know. Well, that's gonna be the hard part, I'm sure. But I meant just in terms of their music. I didn't know if that was a part of the like BBC. Like we aren't listening to this stuff.
No, this is outside of BBC. I know that much.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Want to be respectful, you know.
They have Odd Eye Circle parentheses ARTMS, and then they also have Luna / Odd Eye Circle as an artist on Spotify. So it's the same group, but under different companies. I don't know.
All right, cool. Well, we're gonna keep it moving here. Hot take day. How's it going? Um, looks like okay. Yes, correctors. Okay, perfect. All right, I will go and probably spin some more uh of their music. All right, cool. Let's go into the next one. It looks like the next one is also another Odd Eye Circle song.
But
So
okay, yeah, go ahead and play it.
all
It
right.
looked like it said solo debut, but I think I was just reading the really small text wrong.
Yeah.
Je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi. Let's go.
I love it. Immediately.
Hmm. All right, cool. That was Je ne sais quoi from Odd Eye Circle / ARTMS. Yes.
Yep.
Very nice.
Odd Eye Circle parentheses ARTMS.
Parentheses ARTMS. There you go. All right. I guess I'll go first. I like this a lot. This was very like vibey. I believe Yves had said that it is the deep house genre or something close to that. I thought the mixing on this was fantastic. I love the like it has a little bit of like a retro type feel to it, like a neutro kind of feel to it, which I like. The inclusion of like violins and like a little bit orchestral elementation in this song I thought was really nice too. I thought it really like helped out with like the different vibe of the track. I also really enjoyed the way they stylized their vocals. I think there was like a lot of reverb and like a little bit of delay on their vocals that was a little bit more pronounced in this song than the previous one, because this is I believe a B-side from their release. I do like the way that their vocals are stylized in this track a lot more. It kind of gives that like a little bit of like sultry sort of feel to it, so I appreciate that a lot. As well as that, I noticed more specifically about watching this version, the choreography in the chorus was super super cool. I like how they gave like almost like a metaphorical like spotlight to each member, and they all kind of
Mhm.
like did their like own choreo for it, and then obviously came together towards the end of that chorus. I thought that was really nice, and they did it twice, so I thought that was really interesting. I don't know if this song has a bridge. It doesn't sound like it has a bridge. It just kind of goes from like verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, and then I think they just extend the last chorus, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't really hear a changeover for bridge, so I thought that was very interesting. I like that. It doesn't feel like it skips a beat. So I appreciate that a lot. But I feel like if I could give this song one adjective, it's just smooth. It's just got like this
Mhm.
smooth characteristic to it that I really appreciate. So yeah, this one, I don't know if it's kind of a toss up for me in terms of like the title track versus this one. I feel like this one is one that like is a perfect, like, again, I know we talk about this a lot, but like a perfect like night drive, windows down, you're cranking this song. This is a good one. So I feel like that one would fit very well on that driving playlist that we keep referencing. But yeah, overall I thought this was very good. What did you think about it, Therese?
I said it as soon as it started. I loved it. I think it's like an instant hit if you get those like deep house bouncy synths. I
Ooh.
love those. And I love the the mix sort of with like an R&B style, very like dreamy vocals. I love the melody that they were singing in the chorus specifically. Who was the member with the pink top? Because I really liked her voice. Um, yes. And
Jinsol, it looks
Jinsol.
like.
Okay, I remember she was my bias for the first Luna
Yes. Yep.
day. So we're keeping consistent sometimes. Yeah, I really like her voice. But I'd say like they all got really good parts here. I think their voices go really well together.
Mm.
It's like all of the the colors of the rainbow. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna listen to this one again. I'm not sure about Air Force One, but this one for sure.
Oh, okay. Chat, let us know what the
It did.
vibe is for the rest of this record. I assume this is a part of a mini album, I'd imagine.
This did feel like a longer song, which is funny because it's about the same length.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, right?
I could see that. Yeah, it does feel like it goes by a little bit longer, but it's only like yeah, it was 10 seconds longer. But it
Hmm.
does feel like it feels like a longer track. I know what Teresa's getting at. It's like mentally you're like it feels like a longer track just because maybe the way it's stylized, but like but in terms of like actual length it's the same time. Yeah, it might be the slower tempo, Youthful. I probably
You would
agree with you on
think.
that.
Hmm. I don't know. I don't think it's the tempo. I think it's generally just like the structure of the song, maybe.
It's a meter, maybe like meter, like the way that like the song kind of like
Maybe.
moves. That's what I think potentially.
I
Like, cause it
already can't
doesn't,
remember.
cause I feel like
One.
it almost
It
like
fell out of my head.
it kind of to me feels like I think it just as I was mentioning, it doesn't even feel like there isn't a bridge in the song, so it's just kind of like not that the song's rushing, but I do think that like the way that the song is written, it's just like okay, like we're gonna keep that constant, consistent like tempo in the song, not necessarily like beats per minute tempo, but just like we're gonna keep you like moving along within the song, and then by the time it's over with, you're like, oh my god, like there's not like we've already been through it already. I want to listen to the song again. It has maybe that repeat value. That would
It
be
does
my
have a
guess.
good repeat value.
Yeah. Um, Ufo says that this one was produced by Bad Sen Hyun and Maria Marcus and MLC. So,
And Soyeon of Sohyun of Triple S.
oh,
Cool.
nice, very cool. All right, cool. Angela says preferred this one to AF1, but I have to come to appreciate both. Both songs insane in concert setting. Well, feel free to whenever I do more chaos streams, feel free to come drop that one in the video. Would love to check out some more lives. So love to do it. Goro says that this live was such an experience. Crying emoji. Love to see it. Very nice, very nice. Also co-wrote the lyrics. Very cool. Zoda, thanks for hanging out as well. Love to see it.
Hello.
All right. The next one we're on to is Love Me Like, which is another Odd Eye circle. So let's go.
아무 말도 없이 녹아들지 따끔한 sensation 눈빛 손짓 정신 못 차리지 Don't ask me a question Get a grip on yourself 그래 get a grip come on 두 눈을 감아도 view 볼을 한번 꼬집어봐 매콤 비슷한 한번 매콤 위스크만 마음을 제게 쏘범뷰 빠져들면 큰일 날까 Love me like 남김없이 Love me like 소용돌이 쳐 do it Love me like 더 선명히 Love me like Love me like I don't wanna lose you 둘 다른 세계 zoom 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 펼쳐진 프리즘 속 충돌하는 mind 말도 안돼 애워가졌니 I think you're out of potion 눈길 손짓 금세 빠져들지 정해진 내 answer Gotta get to know you Gotta get to know 내 머릿속에 감춘 그 비밀들을 꺼내볼까 Gotta get to know you 아마 모르는 get to know 또 물어뜯지 아주 눈을 질끈 감아본다 남김없이 Love me like 소용돌이 쳐 do it Love me like 더 선명히 Love me like I want is you Tell me that you want me to Love me like 남김없이 Love me like 소용돌이 쳐 do it Love me like 더 선명히 Love me like Love me like I don't wanna lose you 둘 다른 세계 zoom 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 펼쳐진 프리즘 속 충돌하는 mind
What?
Yeah.
Why would
Love
we end it
it.
there?
Because the song was over.
I know, Therese. I'm being
I like it.
facetious.
I like the ending.
uh,
I don't think they needed to do any more.
okay.
It's just right.
I need to know why you don't think they would need to do more.
I just feel like I ate like a full and complete meal, you know? I had a good time. I was bouncing around with that vocal sample. Like, hey,
Hey. Yeah.
hey. And it was like bouncing. Hey, 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 hey.
Yeah, I got
It
you.
was like
Yeah.
bouncing around my head. I loved it. A lot of the sounds that they were using in this were very like old school video game reminiscent.
Yeah.
I
Agreed.
love it. I love every bit of it. I felt like I was playing Mario the whole time. Like the hay was like jumping on like the what are they called? The Goombas. It was like jumping on Goombas.
As you're like, hey,
Yeah.
I got
And then
you.
like the little arpeggios that it was like getting the question block and the Mario Kart. I felt like I was watching the whole thing in my head.
Yeah. Whole
It
thing
was
on
so much
display.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I really love the lower register that they're using for their vocals. It's so good. I think it's particularly nice when you hear it from I guess groups like Luna, because a lot of the times we're hearing some really high notes, and then you're finally getting into the lower register, and you're like, "Ooh!" It's like a special treat.
It's a little surprise, yeah. I would agree.
Yeah, it definitely feels like a full production. Like they used all of the space so well. They just put a little perfect, I don't know, a little perfect character in every single track, and I had a lot of fun listening to it. That's a good goal.
Yeah, I feel like I saw Gunky's comment. They had said, I feel like each song we listen to gets better. That's how I feel. Like all of the songs have been great so far, but like we were marginally moving up with each, like obviously title track and the two B-sides we listened to. But I love this song. This one is, I agree with Therese, that like the way that this is produced and mixed is like so methodical. Like that is the best way I could describe it. Is like the way that they kind of like pitch those like claps, or like the different ways that they kind of like subvert the like space within like listening to music, I think is really impressive. And I would argue, amongst all of the songs that I think we've listened to tonight, this is like the one that I would recommend people listening to like with headphones, because I think there's just so much more like spatial like sound in this song specifically that you may miss out on if you are like not listening to it in a car, or like you're listening to it from your like computer speakers or something like that. There's like little things in this song that I think were put there for a reason, and I respect the production style of this one so much because I think it's really unique. As well as that, I want to make sure this is like a massive compliment. This gives me like Dua Lipa vibes, but like on a 10, which is like, I love Dua Lipa, probably one of my favorite like pop artists, just in general. And it gives me that kind of, again, that new disco kind of vibe as well, as Youthful pointed out in chat. But it was just so cool how like they had, I think that one of the vocals is like pitched down. The way that they have like kind of like a constant melody in the chorus of like the ooh, like in the back, where you can kind of hear it and it peeks its way through like the song like a little bit, and I really appreciate that. But then you get to hear these like cool, like obviously higher vocals that are just like sprinkled in, and then the instrumentation kind of fills out that like middle section of the song. I think it is just really well put together, and I can imagine this one would be very cool to see live. As well as that, I feel like this one, if there was a B-side to promote, I feel like they should have definitely like went heavy on this song, because it would have been really sick if this one was promoted a little bit more, because it's got a great groove, great vibe. Shout outs to, I think this is like kind of a mix between like actual bass, and I think there's actually also some like synth sub bass as well too. So it was a good combination of real bass and synthetic bass. So I love that. Yeah, this is a like a 12 out of 10 for me. It hits all of the things that I like about this type of K-pop. So very cool.
Well, next time they perform this live, y'all should call me, and I'll be the hey. And I'll just run around the stage like, hey, hey, hey.
Teresa's got it. Yeah. Let's see. Youthful says, produced by Artronic Waves, who has produced some songs for Luna, including Egoist. And then Angelo says that this one shakes the venue live. I can fully imagine that. That sounds really cool. And Sarah says, hype girl Therese. On point.
I wish I could be a professional hype girl. That's my dream.
I think you would crush it. I have a feeling. The B-side they promoted on music shows was Je ne sais quoi, as Goro had put it. Well,
that's a good one too.
It's also a good one. I want to preface, I also enjoy Je ne sais quoi, so I don't not mad here. Get paid to be loud and supportive. Sounds like a great time.
Yeah.
I think so. We would be down to do it. So, other B-sides on the album are contemporary R&B and future bass. Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Okay.
What is with Air Force One?
Air Force One feels like the
I'm so
outlier.
confused. I was gonna say it's like they felt like they needed a K-pop track, but I don't know how much I classify it as like pure K-pop. You know, I feel like it's still its own thing.
Yeah, I would agree. Well, very interestingly, we are going to move on to Heejin, and this is Algorithm. Is this a solo song? Solo debut? Yeah.
Re-debut.
Okay.
So was the solo debut technically under Luna, or? And then did all of the members have a solo debut then? I guess that makes sense.
Okay. Huh. Yeah, okay. And Angela says re-solo debut for my alt. Love of my life. Let's go.
Wow.
Let's go.
Oh,
Let's go.
so happy for you.
Yes. Doesn't look, it just says they just said solo. So, it's a solo album.
Okay. So all of the members technically already debuted solo and now they're just re-debuting.
Huh.
That's funny.
Okay, MLQ says no, just Heejin and Hasul solo. Yeah, the solo debut was Vivid, Algorithm re-debut. Okay. It's all right, Angela.
Okay, I'm confused again.
Somebody clarify it in the chat. We are going to listen to Algorithm if you can give us the... Okay, wait. Gaz says pre-debut solos were single albums. They did not promote on music shows until subunits.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes
Okay.
sense.
Teresa's
There's a lot of like nuance in
Yeah.
K-pop. What counts as a solo debut? What counts as a title track?
Interesting. Okay, cool. Well, let's get into Heejin. Either way.
That seemed like a diabolical smile, you know?
지웠어 네 번호 SNS에도 머릿속에도 yeah 내 친구들까지 끝났다 멀어진 널 But let you go I'll let you go Like the fun Throw it out the window 결국엔 전부 다 똑같은 첫사랑 얘기들 I gotta roll the dice 그만 close my eyes 보지 않아도 이제 모두 다 알 것만 같아
Fun.
Yeah. Oh,
Is
that
there
was cute.
some sort of like significance behind the
Like B-sides?
princess? No, the
Oh.
princess concept. Like, is that a nickname she has?
By the way, that was Heejin algorithm. If you are hanging out with us tonight, yeah, let us know. It looks like Angela says so. Basically, the plan was to have OEC re-debut as a unit first. Heejin was given more creative freedom and has writing credits on every song on her album. Very, very nice. Very nice. ARTMS continuation of Luna. JYP will love this song.
He is a huge fan of the new Jack Swing.
The new Jack Swing, yeah. Sarah says, I'm TXT traumatized. I heard Morse code and I was like, it has to mean something. Chronically Online Anthem from Goro. And new Jack Swing, yeah.
So it's just because she looked pretty that she was a princess.
All right. Well, I guess I honestly I don't have much to say about this song. I think to me it's like I love the instrumentals. I thought it was very cool. Obviously big fan of New Jack Swing as well. But I think her vocals were I guess I don't know how to describe it. It was like really sweet. There was something about like her tone that is like really because to be honest, like in regards to like Luna stuff, it's like hard to really discern when you have a lot of members, and I think this one does a really great job of obviously being able to highlight her vocals more just because it is a solo song. But I like kind of her sweet tone. There's something about it that just is like really warm and inviting, and I think the song does a great job of being able to highlight that very well. I would say probably my favorite part of the song was like that last chorus. I think she was able to do like a little bit more ad libs, a little bit more runs. So I think she was able to highlight more of her vocals as well. But overall, I thought this was very solid. I think if like, I feel like Youthful and Gunky pointed out in chat that they did not know Heejin as being in Luna prior to obviously when the song came out. So I feel like that shows testament that like you can probably like it's cool that you can have someone that you are unfamiliar with in that aspect and then still like either go back and listen to their previous discography, or obviously opens up more opportunity to listen to them in future material. So I thought it was very interesting, which I really like. But yeah, her singing tone's really, really sweet, really warm, and I thought this was a great track for her to sing on, I would argue. So, Therese, your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't think I would have expected someone with her type of voice to be on a New Jack Swing track, but I really like it. It's cute, and it makes it an instant not skip for me, it's New Jack Swing is in my alley. I'm like, yeah, I always want some of that. And then her voice, she didn't like overdo the vocals. I think it was just subtle enough to like really to make it re-listenable and literally easy listening. So I liked it. I thought it was a good debut. Apparently she was also credited as composer on this track. That's really cool. It's a really good like debut track that you get to like work on and I don't know, figure out where you're going next with. So solid. I like some of the comments we're getting that she just wanted to wear those outfits, so that's probably what fueled the concept. Traditional and modern is her style. The plot is about a chronically online Korean princess who escapes the palace to debut as a K-pop star. That is hilarious. Are there modern day princesses in Korea? I'm really curious.
That would be interesting. Yeah, I also don't know that. I don't
Because,
think.
well, and with the context of knowing Heejin is already an idol that has debuted, I thought it was just an idol doing a K-drama or like being a princess on the side. But
That's fair.
this makes more sense.
Arguably, it does make a little more
Yeah.
sense, but I wouldn't say the latter is that far off either, to be honest. So,
But it makes sense with like all because they had the cameos right of the other
yes,
ARTMS
I think
members in
so,
there,
yeah.
so it makes sense that she went to join ARTMS, and now they can say that she's the princess in the group. That's fun.
That's fair. That's fair.
Royalty becoming K-pop idols. This is new to me. What are the other music videos that have this plot line?
It looks
oh wait,
like...
you said you'd have 2 nickels, so this happened one other time. What are the others?
Youthful says it is also produced by Artronic Waves. Again, very nice. We'd love to see it. Cece says that her singing tone is opposite of her speaking tone, which is actually pretty deep. Interesting.
That's
interesting.
Cool.
Love to see it. And then Angela says that she did an English any rock version on tour, as well as MLQ Day also said that as well too. So, Princess Heejin, yeah. Let me break out the hour-long Kingdom lore. Oh God.
Oh, I didn't realize that was part of the lore.
I feel
Now
like
I'm
with a
extra
name called the
excited.
Kingdom, I feel like it's got to involve some sort of royalty. I would argue.
But I didn't know it involved them being a K-pop group as well, you know? I thought they were just prince friends, you know? Or king friends.
Royalty friends, yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. All right, cool. Yeah, it looks like and then we got to get a Hostel cameo as well. Very nice. We'd love to see it. Very cool. All right. We're going to keep this train moving along. We are rushing through these. It looks like this one's Mushroom Live. This is Heejin as well. It looks like potentially the song is Video Game.
Heejin?
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, let's get into it.
Mushroom.
Oh God, my ears. It's a B-side. Thank you. Thank you, MLQJ as well.
Baby you wanna play 자극적인 날 원해 매일 똑같은 게임 잠깐 다른 상상들을 해 Baby 원한다면 say Follow what I do 지루하기만 한 노래들은 끄고 까다롭기만 한 규칙들은 잊고 Oh can you handle me 따라잡아 넌 I'm racing You can ride on me Hold me tighter baby squeeze my hand 빠지지 않게 잘 plug in closer I'm just wanna know you understand 날 준비됐어 배를 타나 믿고 Don't stop play your video game Turn it up and step aside 알고 싶어 내 세상 Don't stop play your video game 빠르게 달리는 법을 알려줘 내게 We need to change 맘대로 Like video games Like video games We need to change 지치도록 Like video games Like video games Can't pretend 너의 손짓 단 한 번에 I'm out Cause 날 더 미치게 해 It's never ending 손가락마다 vacation 짜릿한 location 아침 일찍 맞춰 두 눈을 끄고 멈추지 말아줘 두 눈을 맞추고 Oh can you handle me 따라잡아 너 I'm racing You can ride on me 주는 걸 Can we just stay in the zone 배를 타나 믿고 don't stop play your video game Video game Get up and step outside 멈추지 말고 이상 don't stop play your video game 끝없이 빠져들어도 깊숙이 We need to change 밤새도록 Like video games Like video games We need to change 끝이 없는 Like video games Your video games
I'm glad that they put him in the backing track rather than making her do those in the in the choreo.
ad-libs? Ooh, that would
Yeah.
be crazy. I would respect her if she did do it though.
I like hearing the ad libs in more pure form. Like
That's
either
fair.
give them a chance to stop to do them or pre-record them and put them in because I like hearing the I like hearing when people can go off without having to think about their choreography.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Well, this was Heejin video game. If you're joining us tonight.
Wow. I am so impressed. I want to start.
You want to
'cause-
start, Therese? Let's go.
Yeah, because I am already like we know the stamina of these idols, right? Like because we
Woo.
see them practicing, we see them like doing the craziest stuff that we could never do while doing other things. And this was one of those tracks that I feel like it would be hard to sing solo, let alone do choreography throughout the entire thing.
Yeah.
Like a lot of idols when they debut solo, they're like, man, this is so much work than so much more work than being in a group because you have to be the one singing every single time. You can't just like take turns the way that groups usually do.
Sure. Yeah.
So but she like literally had no place to just stop and take a breath. She was moving, she was singing the entire time. That's crazy.
The choreo
I'm
was
super
also
impressed.
incredible too.
It was
cool.
good choreo. It was
Yeah.
fun. It's hard for me to pay attention to like specific moves I like. I just if it's pleasing to the eyeballs, that's good choreo in my opinion.
You're right. You're right. Felt.
I think it's a really cool song. I like that it's a completely different vibe from Algorithm, and it
Agreed.
seems like her vocal direction is different too. So that's cool that you're getting like multiple different sides of her in the same album. And I like video games, so obviously I like the thematic element. I think it's also just a fun word to use in the quick-paced way that she does on this one.
Agreed.
I don't know if I have that much else to say. Like it's a really impressive performance track. I feel like it's a classic track that you would hear whenever anyone's practicing dance or doing some cool choreography and being able to get creative with it. Yeah, I got that freak performer in the best way possible for sure.
Angelo also said that the low pulsating synth is supposed to resemble when you're low on HP in a game, by the way. That is actually a
Cute.
cool reference. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Youthful
Yeah, and
says
it looks
that-
like she was a composer on this one as well, so
very nice.
I'm
very
sure
nice.
that was intentional.
Youthful says Swedish production team called The Kennel, who already produced plenty of Luna songs, included Jin Sol's Singing in the Rain, which is my number one favorite. We love Jin Sol. I think for me, this again, I am kind of on the like K R&B, like K soul type wave. I actually probably not much longer after I started doing this series with Alex and Therese, it was when I really kind of delved into it more. But definitely well up my alley in terms of genre. I want to give Heejin some credit as well. I think like in terms of instrumentals, ironically enough, this kind of reminds me a lot of something I would hear off of like Ween's newest solo album. Which I also love that, and I have been listening to that a ton. So I feel like there is a little bit of correlation that I like find within this song that I also find in this one. So I think to me, it's like I love both of those things very much, and I think they obviously scratched that itch. But I gotta give a lot of credit to Heejin. Not only I think I was like, okay, like a lot of my commentary is usually based off of her singing voice, but I was also like equally impressed that I think Therese pointed it out, just like the way that she's able to perform like some of these more like intricate like dance moves and then still not even really miss a beat in terms of like how she's singing these songs or performing this live. I think I find that equally more impressive, and that's not to discount the song by any stretch, but I think seeing her do this live and really not like hear like a ton of breathing or like her breath control is like really incredible in this live. So I gotta give them a lot of credit. But more specifically, that last chorus was incredible. I thought she did a great job of not only obviously crushing that vocal part, but I also loved a lot of the, like ad libs and stuff in the background. I think obviously I'm sure it shines a little bit more in the studio version, but I think she is incredible of doing that as well too. Definitely underrated. I think if anything, the song show the both this one and as well as Algorithm, I think shows like my ability to kind of like, I don't want to say forget people, but I think it to me is I think it's very indicative of like there's so many good members in a K-pop group, and it's like when you get to hear someone just do obviously their solo material, it's like wow, you get to see all of their like talents in a solo song, and then I think it makes me like want to go back and listen to like older Luna songs that we've done on stream and be like, oh wow, now I can hear these like different elements that I feel like maybe I wasn't able to kind of put into words prior to that. So big salutes to Heejin. I think she obviously, I think everyone's saying that she's an ace for sure, and I would probably agree with that. You know, I think she's really incredible. So big salutes to Heejin. This is a wonderful song, so love to see it. Let's keep it moving here. We got a couple comments here. MLQ Day says she's an ace for sure. Goro says she was Luna's center very often. She's an absolute ace. Yuva says, dang, we haven't heard a bad song yet tonight. What is this? And then also giving artists creative control equals great things, to be honest.
For real.
Amen.
I've been looking for more female idols to follow that I like their production credits on, and Heejin's gonna be on there for sure because I like what she's doing.
I would agree. Well, we're gonna keep this fun train moving. Looks like the next one we have is Hasul, and this one is Plastic Candy. So let's get into it.
This better be crunchy. Oh.
Definitely not crunchy.
There's nothing plastic or candy about this. 0 out of 10.
key change? Nice little guitar solo. All right. Whew. Man, that guitar player did not need to cook like that. I just want to say, he had no right. They had no right going that hard. I respect that. All right, cool. That was Hasul Plastic Candy. I guess I'll go first, Therese.
Do you know what this song is referencing?
Yeah, I'm also curious if chat knows. Let us know.
No, I was asking you because I know.
Oh, I have no idea what this was referencing.
So this is referencing a song called Plastic Love by Takeichi, the city pop
Okay.
singer. It's like one of the most popular, famous city pop songs. So I think it's like it samples the beat, but it slows it way down.
Oh,
and
okay.
Obviously with Plastic Candy, Plastic Love, it's very, very much inspired by.
Okay. Takes a lot of influences from. All right, cool. Very nice. I have not heard the sample, so I'll have to go and listen to that. Give me some city pop recommendations.
Don't you check out Gabby Bell?
I do check out Gabby Bell. Did she reference
She made
it?
a song based on Plastic Love. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know this. I'll have to check that out too. Apparently, so.
Man, sleeping on the job.
Obviously, yeah. Listen, that's why I do all of these series is because I'm so like my wheelhouse could be a little bit bigger. It could be potentially. So,
yeah.
I thought this was great. I got to give a comment to Hasul's vocals. I think she's got a really like airy kind of wispy sort of vocals, and I hope that's not like taken in bad context. I enjoyed kind of like the wistfulness of her vocals, and I think she's got such a like clear tone that I think it works really well in a type of song like this. I do feel like at some points, especially with this song, and I don't know if whether or not the studio version might be at the same level, but I do find that the instrumentation can get a little crazy. Like it does feel like there is like more I feel like there's a lot going on instrumentally, and it could seem that maybe the vocals could potentially get buried in some of the parts of the songs. Like there was some really great like horn work. I loved obviously the bass playing on this song. Bass player was crushing it. Then we had that like crazy like guitar solo. Like I think there's a lot of things to like latch onto that aren't inherently the vocals, and that's not to discredit Hasul at all, but I do find that sometimes like your brain will focus on some specific thing within a song, and like as much as I loved her vocals, there was definitely some parts where I feel like there were things that my brain was more occupied with. But yeah, I would love to listen to this one again. I probably will go back and listen to this one just because I think that I definitely feel like it's one that I'll have to just tailor my answer a little bit more to. So come back to this video. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'll probably make a comment about it. But yeah, she's got a very nice tone. Like people in chat were saying that she's a trained opera singer. So I feel like that's very impressive.
What's she doing on City Pop?
I know. So what's she doing the City Pop stuff? Yeah, it's crazy. I think to me, it's like I think it's a very cool blend of what I imagine what her vocals are capable of, but as well as I think I would imagine, she wants to have a song that kind of shows off more of her influence, and I think that this one does a great job because she was able to kind of like methodically place her like vocals a little bit more, I would argue, and so I think this highlights it pretty well. So yeah, I enjoyed this a lot. Angela says the mix is definitely a bit more even on Spotify. Okay, I'll have to check it out. And then Yves says this is her first digital single, so very cool, very cool. Therese, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, so if you want to give your comments.
Yeah, you don't have to. I can talk about you while you're gone, so go ahead.
Whoa.
No, I'm just kidding. I can't believe he didn't know the Gabby Bell song. No, I'm just kidding. I feel like as soon as I saw the the name Plastic Candy, I got really excited, but I knew in the back of my brain, I'm like, it's either something like really girly and cute, or it's based on the City Pop song because I saw the thumbnail and that was like that doesn't look super girly and cute. But I totally like it. It's a really interesting inspiration song. I don't think it's a remake because there's definitely a lot of elements in it that I don't remember in like the original Plastic Love, but it's been a bit since I've heard that one. I really like how it's slowed down. And I really like that flugelhorn solo. I'm pretty sure it's a flugelhorn. I've only ever heard flugelhorns in solos, not like in concert settings, I guess, or like the ensemble setting. But I'm pretty sure it's like a bit of a toned down trumpet. But maybe it's a trumpet. I don't know. What else? I think her vocals are really nice. I'm kind of upset that we didn't get a different kind of genre from her if she's, like a huge yeah, if she's a huge like opera singer or opera trained singer, and I'm sure she chose to make a song like this because she was inspired by Plastic Love, and wanted to sing that. So it was a great decision. But I am curious what else she can do with that opera training, And city pop is one of those genres that it's very much not about the vocals. It's about like the instrumental as a whole, and it's about the everything. And I'm listening to the Spotify version, and it is a lot more even. There's a lot of more instrumentals you can hear from the band itself rather than just the solos. But I think it's really nice. I'd be curious to see what else she releases in the future.
How much
it looks
shit
like
did
this
you
is her
talk,
only one.
Therese?
I said you were a Gabby Bell fake fan. And...
Damn.
No.
Getting called out. Sorry, Gabby. I'm sorry if you're watching this,
But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a flugelhorn that had that solo, not a trumpet.
Okay. Glad you clarified.
Which I love the flugelhorn. I also just love the word flugelhorn.
Flugelhorn. I don't think I've ever heard of a flugelhorn, so now I know.
Yeah, it's just like a deeper trumpet, essentially.
Okay.
It's mostly, like I said, I've only ever heard it in solos. I don't know if I hear it that much in like an ensemble.
Very nice, very nice. Let's see, we got some comments. Angelo was happy that you caught the Takeuchi nod right away. Very cool. Leo says Hasul was the last to join ARTMS. They released the single before ARTMS's debut. Very nice. Wow. I only heard only heard of the flugelhorn, but never actually knew what it looked like until I looked it up just now. Very nice.
I mean, a lot of horns end up looking the same to me, so.
Little did you know if you clicked on this video that you would know what a flugelhorn is, and now you can go away from this video knowing that you know what a flugelhorn is. So don't tell us we can't teach you anything. So very nice. All right, we're gonna keep it moving here. This is ARTMS pre-1 birth. So we're finally getting into the ARTMS stuff as precursored before. So let's check it out.
Birth.
Pre-debut single. Okay.
Oh my gosh! What is getting into some medieval lore?
Oh, they have their names. Oh, I like this.
Thank God.
friends 너를 찾는 광고 flyer Thinking 너에겐 난 독백 I've been rolling down my sleeping I could make a better future 잠에 섞인 내일부터 꺼진 미소로 난 탄생 선망 속에 너
What?
선명해진 건 내 안에 조작된 춤
Like breakbeat drumming?
눈 감고 촛불 앞에 맹세해 이건 선물이야 사랑해줘 잊어줄게 잊혀질게 널 떠나줄게 거짓말이으로만 가 lie 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 Fake it all 청순한 네 얼굴 거울 속 나를 봐 Fake it all 어떤 게 진짜인지 Everything is yours I could get your ex-boyfriend 너를 찾는 광고 flyer 선망 속에 넌 illusion 선명해진 건 내 안에 조작된 추억 눈 감고 촛불 앞에 맹세해 이건 축복이야 미워해줘
Huh?
That's not the end, guys. There's no way. Oh no.
It is the end. All right.
What the fuck?
This is Artemis' birth. If you're hanging out, holy shit!
So I'm gonna assume that this isn't the title track.
This is pre-debut.
Oh right. They said that. Okay.
Yeah.
That would be a wild.
That would be a
title track.
wild title track. Holy shit! Yeah. Oh my
Oh,
god. Pre-release.
man.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh my
so
god.
Is this like? I'm looking at. Is this off the Doll album? It's the last song, but in my head, it's like the intro.
I was gonna
right?
say, yeah,
The
it feels like it.
concept.
Yeah.
And question on what is this referencing a particular like folklore in particular, or is it just creating its own based around like medieval art? Question mark.
Huh. It says Zoda says for lore, the tall light horn lady is either Artemis or the goddess of the moon.
Okay.
Huh. Ga says it's the last song because Luna's concept has to do with the Mobius strip.
Oh boy.
Teresa's face was Teresa, I feel like there was just a breakthrough that happened with Therese live. You guys were
so
here for
excited.
it. Pescally Frog says, based on my research, this goes into dark wave genre, which I believe is the first one in from Idol. Oh, okay, the first one from an Idol group. I would assume that's what they're referencing.
Wow. Okay, so if you don't know what a Morbius,
Morbius, it's Morbin time.
Morbius strip created by Jared Leto. A Mobius strip is, I don't know if I have like a ribbon with me. I do. Okay, so if you have a ribbon, right? It's a very long ribbon. I wonder if I can.
You could do it, Therese. I have faith.
If you have a two-dimensional object where it's you can only see two sides to it, right? And then you twist it and connect it at the ends. You create essentially a piece of geometry that only has one face. So with like one ribbon, hold on, this is a really long one. It's not a good thing. One ribbon, two faces. Mobius strip, you take your finger and you like follow the face and it goes like it's one face. It's crazy. It's crazy geometry. or I don't know. Yeah, that counts as geometry. Crazy time. I'm so excited. I actually was creating my own lore based on this music video, and it's not completely off.
Oh,
But I don't know if you wanted to go first. I don't know if I interrupted you.
oh
to
no,
geek out.
no. You can go, Therese. This is your time to geek out for real.
Okay. First of all, I love this song as a song, even though it's a borderline song. It is like an intro track, but it's so thematic. I love it. And I was curious if they had all of these little horror sound effects in the track rather than just the MV, and they do. And I just think the pairing of this track with the visuals that they presented in the music video, I'm pretty sure it uses the like medieval art to establish that this is something that has existed since the beginning of time.
The dawn of time, yeah.
Yeah, or since before recorded history, essentially. So it's like something really old, and then people are saying that the unicorn lady is Artemis herself, like the goddess. That makes sense. And she's it definitely seemed like she was guiding these 5 girls, which in my head is just like the concept of Sailor Moon, because it's got the Sailor Scouts, there's 5, right? Sailor Scouts, and then the Usagi, who is the like moon princess. And then they are essentially stuck in a time loop of dying and being reborn and being sent back to Earth. And you showed them like the Luna girls being sent to Earth as like stars. So I was like, oh, they're Sailor Scouts. Artemis fan kit is very Sailor Moon coded. I knew it. And then it shows her kind of like guiding them to find their inner power, which is also very Sailor Moon coded.
I was gonna say,
I'm curious what they're gonna do with that inner power other than smite the men before them, because that's what the lyrics kind of seemed like. But I loved the visuals of it. I thought it was gorgeous. All of the mixed media used. And the use of lore that a lot of people might already know, or like something that's very easily ascertained from what they were showing. Very cool. Very fun production. Would listen and watch again. Absolutely.
Yeah, very interesting. It looks like Leo says that Mon House holds votes to choose songs. Like with Triple S, with Artemis, only 2 B-sides were chosen, and the one who won first place would have a video. Birth won. Second place is Distress, which is on the album, and it is my favorite. And then Youthful says Birth is sings of mixed emotions of love, separation in a glooming setting. As the emotions after the breakup become excessive and the insomnia overlaps, you may mistake the breakup or even doubt whether you really dated him or not. Huh. Very interesting. I think for me, and Youthful so eloquently put all of the genres that this song debuted with. So the album has dance, Eurodance, hybrid, future bass, EDM.
I'm not gonna listen to that. That's ridiculous. This is not like a song, you know. This is like a track on a movie. This is a soundtrack.
I was gonna say, Goro pointed out my comment, which there is definitely some references to like Evangelion, which I thought like that was my first thought was I was like,
I don't know if I've seen Evangelion.
That's okay. I thought they were references to Evangelion, so I'm glad I'm not the only one. But I think the song was very interesting. I think it's like, this is gonna be taken so badly, but I'm gonna say it anyway. It feels like an ADHD's head's dream. Like it has a bunch of different genres, and if you're just like, yes, I'm looking at this one. Yes, I like 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 this one. And it's just like, you don't even have to skip the song. You just listen to this one song and it has everything for you. That's it.
Gunky asked if we can wrap the cube lore into Well, cubes have 6 sides, and Mobius strips have 1 side. So if we really think about it, no, I don't know. It's gonna take a bit more.
Listen, this is not to discredit the people that are the people that are ADHD. You are loved here, so I'm just saying.
Oh, I thought you
feels
were just
very-
talking about me.
Oh no, I was talking about everybody, but yes.
I thought you were talking about me.
Also
I thought
you,
were just
Therese,
being
yes.
Like, this is Therese's favorite song.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it is your favorite song, but you could definitely resonate with
Out
it.
of all of the ones tonight, I'd say this might be my favorite.
I was right. Let's go. Oh my god. God, oh my god.
That's funny.
Now
Now I gotta watch Evangelion.
You
It's been
have
a long
to.
time coming, so
It's a good. I think
if you
not to get.
undo a cube and turn it into a strip, and then I don't know if you can undo a cube into a strip. You know?
Oh god.
Wait. Now I'm gonna try to do. more
Oh shit, Therese. Can we
GameCube
have not
did
one
it,
stream
so-
where we talk about cube lore? I feel like it's been 0 days since the cube lore incident. I thought this song was very interesting. I would love to go back and like listen to I think I would like to go back and listen to this one again in my free time because I think it's very interesting in the way that like how they kind of like stagnated like the song in terms of like a specific genre for each piece. And I would also be curious to check out like kind of the correlation with like the art as well as like the music, because I think obviously those things are intertwined. So I really appreciate kind of the I appreciate that they are so connected in that aspect in terms of like even like the genre changing as like there is a different setting kind of coming into the fold of the music video. So I think in terms of like an art concept, I appreciate this a lot. I think it was very well put together. But the song itself was very interesting, and I think it would probably make more sense in the confines of the album, which typically I love doing that. So I'll probably go check out the full album once we've gotten through ARTMS. But yeah, I thought this was very, very cool. So I enjoyed this one as well. Everyone's saying it gives either Lane or Eva vibes. I have not seen Lane, so I probably will have to go watch Lane now. Let's see what else we got here. After hearing this, I don't want to hear anyone hating OIO from NMix. Gunky says we need
I stand by. This isn't like a song; it's a soundtrack. You know.
That's fair. That's fair. Sarah says we need a running counter on the last day since Cube lore.
It's gonna happen every stream.
I think it's probably gonna happen every stream. Somebody's gonna say something, and we're gonna be talking about it. So you won't have to wait long. That's all I'll say. All right, cool. Well, we're gonna keep it moving here. The next one we have is another. I think it is another pre-debut.
Pre-2.
Flower Rhythm. Let's go. Leo, what you'll come to know is I can't speak very well, so if I fucked it up, sorry.
It's just oh.
새벽 끝에 입을 맞춰 피어나는 작은 꽃 사계 끝에 들려오는 기적의 violin Let me show you how it dance 꽃이 빛나 더욱 대담하게 Can you feel it 가까이 회의하고 불어오는 바람처럼 서둘러 baby Sugar my flower Take me to higher When you call my name 꽃이 되어 내게 다가와 I give you all my love 것이 완벽해 baby She's a flower take me to higher When you come with me 꽃이 되어 내게 다가와 I give you all my love all day 작은 눈짓에 꽃이 되려 살짝의 안아 I give you all my love all day yeah yeah 빛을 삼켜버린 꿈 가득하게 안겨줄게 When you need it You just come alive When you come on me 꽃이 되어 내게 다가와 I give you all my love all day 작은 눈짓에 꽃이 되려 살짝의 안아 I give you all my love all day Flower makes the time makes the vibe Flower makes the time make the vibe
This outro is super sick.
Mhm.
All right, that was Artemis Flower
Hmm.
Rhythm. Also, we probably should have said there was a flash warning. This music video was crazy.
Oh, we're gonna get there.
Oh,
You're
I
gonna
mean,
want to turn your lights on for one of these. Trust
if
me.
you have epilepsy, do not watch further beyond this stream. I just want to let you know. Or if you do, just don't watch the screen. Therese, you've heard this one before or no? No? Okay.
Nope.
I think for me, this one was very interesting. It does look like in terms of chat, they were saying that there's samples on samples. If you would like to list out those samples of the songs that they were in fact sampling,
Well,
let
they
us
said
know.
that it was the next few songs here sample Heejin, Hasul, and Adai's title tracks.
Okay. And then it says, Angela says, Flower Rhythm is a remake of Kewa, which is Heejin's intro track, and also interpolates Algorithm in the chorus, of course. Goro says this track samples the intros from, okay, so, and then the na 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 from Algorithm. Okay.
That's cool.
Huh.
I really like the idea of sampling your own music to create new music.
I think that's cool, yeah. I think in terms of I think actually in terms of the song itself, I really appreciate it. There is like the direction of how they're going, I think, has been throwing me off a little bit with the pre-debuts, and obviously, I think pre-debuts are in the concept of what they're trying to do. I think is very interesting because, like, obviously, the intro song that we listened to, or like pre-debut number one, was very interesting comparatively. This one, I thought in terms of like the actual sound of the song, I really like the way that they not only I think mix the song because it definitely has like this really kind of like almost wall of sound sort of feeling to it. But then the like girls' vocals I think shine so clearly in this song, so I kind of like the juxtaposition of those things. I thought their synth choices were very awesome as well too. I think they really kind of add that sort of like textural element to the track as well too. Probably my favorite vocalist in terms of Artemis so far. I really really loved Jin Sol in this song. I think she sounded incredible. And then I believe Hasul as well did the first part of the bridge. She sounded great. So I would love to hear her kind of do a little bit more, have more of a solo part. I think in these songs, I think she's got a really again like a strong belt, strong powerful vocals. I'm pretty sure. But overall, I thought this was a very solid song. I'll have to go and give it some love, obviously post stream. But yeah, this was very interesting songwriting so far. So I'm very curious to move on to the next one when we get into it. But Therese, what's your thoughts on this track?
There's some good comments. I am glad that you guys pointed out the samples because I would have not gotten those samples.
Same. Yep.
I don't know if it was a sample, but there was a few notes in the back that are like do 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 do, and I really like it because it sounds like it's in a different key from the song itself, and I think that's cool, and I don't think it sounds bad. a lot of what I was hearing was mostly in the background. I think for this song in particular, it seems like they all took the same direction with their vocals, so it's a little bit hard for me to point them out, especially since we don't have the little they had the hard-coded subs, but we didn't have the little like who is singing each part. um but
That's
I
fair.
thought it was fun. I thought this is a pretty cool track. And it is getting me hype about the album as a whole. Apparently the where was it? The choreo to Flower Rhythm is all floor humping and ass shaking. So that's cool. I'm kind of glad that we didn't get it in this music video because it's a different vibe.
Definitely different vibe, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
That's funny.
And everyone was saying there's a less flashy version of the MV, human eye version. So we'll burn our retinas out because we
Yeah, for this one we're gonna burn 'em.
support him. Yeah, we didn't put this list together, so we did not know there was a human eye version. Apparently,
Well, no, I think we did. We're just going with the intended, you know.
the intended route.
Yeah. Is it for all of their pre-release they have Human Eye, or is it just for Virtual Angel? Because that's the one they're probably talking about.
We'll find out, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here. Artists and Jaden are amazing in my opinion, right up my alley in terms of music, but I also love chaos. MOQ, we love to see it. Donut Stealer 50 says Mon House likes to have some really heavily layered tracks. Yeah, that's what we've noticed.
Yeah, cool.
So we love to see it.
It's cool.
Okay, so everyone's saying just for Virtual Angel,
right.
biblically accurate Angel version.
Honestly,
yeah, accurate.
All right.
Well,
so maybe you just turn the monitor off when we get to Virtual Angel.
We can't, but you can. Just remember that.
I'm gonna be watching through like my millennial sunglasses.
You may do one. I'm gonna be doing one of these, like the.
Do I even have sunglasses?
I don't have sunglasses, so I'm gonna die. So.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well, and then Gaz says human eye version contains 1 or 2 extra shots, but not important unless you like lore. Watched the regular version the minute I woke up on release date, and I had a headache for half a day. Holy shit!
It's pretty bad.
My God. All right, well, we're gonna move on to the next pre-release, which is Candy Crush, which is not the game.
So I'm gonna assume that this one samples. Wait, who did we just listen to? The Plastic Candy.
It'd be Classic Hasul, yeah.
Hasul.
Yeah.
This one. Probably.
Potentially. We'll find out. Let's go.
Ah, yes.
Plastic Candy. Let's go.
Oh, a remix. A remix of an inspired city pop song. I love it.
Remixing the remix.
Honestly, they could remake this song 11 more times. I still love it.
A little bit of flute. Oh, the filtering on this.
모두 잠들면 고요한 실루엣 품에 내맡겨 투명한 플라스틱 캔디 한입 가득 물고서 왠지 모를 달콤함에 내 것인지 아닌지 그게 중요한 게 아니야 지금은 자꾸 잡으려 하면 멋대로 달아나
All right, that was Artemis Candy Crush. You're hanging out.
Wow.
Very nice.
USA.
USA, say you. Anyway, I love this song. I feel like I obviously love the precursor to this one, and I still have to listen to the OG. But this, I think, is cool to see listen to all of these pre-debuts back to back to back because they're all so vastly different. And
Yeah.
I feel like I would have absolute whiplash listening to, which I am kind of right now. But I think it's so cool, at least to me, that this has such a like smooth vibe to it. Like obviously just being based off of a city pop track, I think obviously helps in that nature, but I just think their vocals just sit so well in this song. Like it's just like almost effortless in the way that they kind of go about it, and so I really appreciate the like the ease that they kind of go about some of these like great melodic runs, like the like runs and like just kind of the beautiful melodies. The flute obviously was another great addition to this track. um I think the way that they spun the remix, I think was really cool. I think they stylized it really well. But overall, I thought the song really worked well in their favor, and actually, I think it maybe highlighted them more vocally. That I think I really appreciate that. Like maybe the previous song didn't do as much, and that's not to discredit that song, but I think there was a lot more space to kind of work within with this song in terms of vocals. And I think they were able to kind of show that off just a little bit more inherently, just because there was more space to have. So, obviously, I think probably my favorites on this were, I loved Kimberly Libberton.
Mm.
Great, she's incredible. But I also gotta give a shout out to Heejin. I really loved her vocals in this song. She just again absolutely crushed this a ton. And I think this one highlighted her very well. But yeah, overall, this was a chef's kiss. This is probably amongst my favorites of the ones we've listened to so far tonight.
I really like this one. I think it's unfair that they made two songs around the premise of Plastic Love. It's a goated song. um, I think this one, since it was a remix of Plastic Candy, it actually ended up sounding closer to Plastic Love, and I really liked it. I especially liked the flute. No surprises there. I just think adding it adds a little bit more depth to a bit of a pop sound. Um, was there any other samples that they use in here from the other tracks that we heard? Because I'm still really enjoying being able to make the correlation between like Hustle's solo debut and all of the other samples that they're using in the overarching Artemis thing. Like this seems very much like Jaden Jung's idea for Luna continued, because I know that was like that was part of his creative mind, was doing.
Hmm.
Maybe
Okay.
maybe I'm just making stuff up. I thought it was part of his creative mind to do the like subunits into the full unit and then use the musicality from each of those, because we discovered that when we were going through there. Um, but I don't know. What else do I have to? I don't know. It's just very beautiful. I think their vocals were very beautiful. They used a really nice amount of vibrato
Yeah.
towards that middle section. And I like roller skating. That's all I got.
Very
I'm
nice.
getting it.
Very.
I'm getting Luna continued for sure.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna pitch a question to comments, and as well. I mean, chat has kind of answered it already, but Sarah says, "Okay, I have a question, chat. Is roller skating at slash skating rinks like a thing around the world, or is it more of a U.S. thing? I genuinely don't know. So, if you live outside of the U.S., let us know in the comments if that's something that exists in your country. Be very sick to know."
And then
Um.
also if you have roller derby.
Oh my
because-
god. That sounds like a very American type thing, honestly. But I would be very surprised if someone said that. So
I think it's my dream to go to a roller derby match, you know? I've never been to one, but I kind of really want to go to one.
I was gonna say, Youthful and Sarah says it feels a very American thing. Yeah. Let's hit other people on skates. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Oh my god. IDK, what that is?
You can look it up.
Look it up, Goro.
That will be a rabbit hole for you to go down.
I like how it's Goro says, I don't know what that is, and then MOQ follows it up with violence in all caps. Very accurate. Very accurate.
Oh, yeah. Hockey, but with roller skates.
Hockey
yeah.
with roller skates, yeah.
But there's no, like, puck, right?
There
in
is no
roller derby?
puck. No. I think you're just picking the lead. Donut
Oh, I
Stealer
don't
50 says he very much enjoys leading things into each other, even since his Lady Code days. Ah, very nice.
Yeah. Oh, cool. I should check out Lady Code. We
We
should check out Lady Code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check out Lady Code if you haven't. Sarah says, Therese, do you have a derby name picked out?
Let's go to lovely Google and ask for a derby name generator.
All right, cool. Let's do it up. I'll answer. Youthful says, fun fact, Sisa co-wrote and co-produced this. She was almost a member of Momoland and From Us 9. Very nice. Oh
Okay,
god,
so
what was it, Therese?
There's a generator called Nom Derby, and it said that my name is Two Crisis.
Can you generate it
maybe
again?
Maybe it's Two Crises.
Two cray. What is mine, Therese?
Let's put Brandon in. Brandon, and I'm putting your last name as Addiction for audio addiction. Yours is Batty Almighty.
Oh yeah, I love that.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
A really good one.
Batty Almighty. I feel like a My Hero Academia question.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Oh my god.
Tell us what your derby names are.
Yeah, let us know your derby names. Sarah's is Lady Smackula. That's a good one.
That's a really good one. Oh, I'm so jealous.
Batty Almighty.
I like
oh my
mine.
god, kill me now. Yeah, I'm Batty Almighty. This
Oh,
is
we also got.
Gogi's so right.
Don't tell him he's asleep. I don't know.
She's sleepy.
We also got fun fact. Sisa, is that how you say her name? Co-wrote and co-produces. She was almost a member of Momoland and From Us 9. Oh, almost a member.
Almost, yeah.
So not a member. Oh, Seesaw. I like the because it's C, like the letter C, and then S-A, and I like that seesaw can be pronounced like
Seesaw?
seesaw. Yeah, you know?
She must have competed on both of those shows. Huh.
Dang.
Very interesting.
Well, she's doing great in the beat category.
All right. Well, thanks for joining Two Crisis and Batty Almighty for the artist.
I think it's Two Crises, right?
Two Crises. Okay.
I don't know.
We don't know. Let us know how you feel like you would pronunciate that. Anyway, we're going to keep it moving. The next one we have is another pre-debut, and this one is called Air. So, let's see what's up. Ooh, this sample is AF1.
Yeah, the dash. We got the theremin back.
Theremin it back, yeah.
shack shack, like quick 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 shack shack.
All right, cool. That was Artemis Air. If you're hanging out with us tonight, very nice, very nice. Therese, you have thoughts on this one?
I think this is my one thought. I think I like this more than Air Force One,
Oh,
which
okay.
I definitely heard the sample for. But I also think it does maybe like one or two things more than it needs to. It felt pretty busy, but I'm sure that was the intent, because we've been getting a lot of really busy tracks that are using those samples so they can use those samples and then also make a new song out of it. I don't know. It's very girly in a way. It doesn't really feel airy, but I understand them calling it air based on Air Force One. I'm a little bit torn. Not my favorite for the night, for sure, but it's interesting. I enjoyed listening to all the instrumentation and the different sounds going on around.
Interesting. I think for me, I don't know. I think I enjoyed both Air Force One and I enjoyed this one. I think for completely different reasons. Like I appreciate the fact that they have been incorporating those different like samples or like different arrangements that like obviously would feel familiar and people that um I would feel like that are orbits or like people that really like delve deep into like Artemis and obviously the context of what's going on. I think you will get a lot more appreciation out of it. I can kind of attribute it similarly to like people who are like really into like a specific like anime or like somebody who's specifically into like a lot of Star Wars like heavy stuff like any sort of like insert like something you're very like serious about and like want to know more about. I think this one obviously is very cool in that aspect of being able to kind of like I don't want to I'm trying to think of the right word to use, but just kind of like manipulate like different samples and different kind of structural things in this song. I like the kind of like Afrobeat Moombahton type kind of like vibe that the song gives off. I personally kind of got that sort of airy vibe more specifically, I think vocally, just because I think they're at that higher register. So I think it's a little bit maybe more easier for me to kind of equate those sorts of sounds together. Um, but in terms of like the actual song, it does feel a little empty, like kind of like in the mid range of the song. Like obviously you get these like really nice like lush vocals over top, and like
Oh yeah,
obviously I
yeah.
think
That's what I was kind of wondering that. It seemed like the vocals were sprinkled on top, but they weren't like incorporated with the actual song.
Mhm. So I think that's kind of where I maybe find a little bit of a disconnect in there. And then obviously having like these really great like drum beats and like it's got a good hook to it. I think there's just kind of like a mid section of the song that just is like to me like not as prominent. So I think that's kind of where it loses me a little bit. But I think in terms of the actual song, I think I'm kind of like middle of the road. There wasn't anything that I particularly didn't like about it. I do feel like in terms of like the way that's structured out, I think it leaves a little bit more of that needs more of that like mid-range feeling. And I think to me, I would argue, uh, to me, I think that's where that changes. But I don't know if I have a preference towards either this one or AF1. Um, but I'm always like a big proponent on like with these types of songs, how well do they fit on like the grand scheme of an album? And I'm a front to back album listener, so like I will definitely listen to this album from front to back and see what my like full comments on it are. If you want to come join our Discord, I'll probably leave a full like displacement of like the album and what my thoughts are. But yeah, I thought
Well,
this was very solid.
the three we just listened to are in order on the
Oh,
album.
on the album, okay,
Yeah.
huh? Very interesting.
Yeah.
Let us know what your favorites are from the album as well, because I'm curious to see what everyone's thought process is on it as well too. Very interesting. Very interesting. Let's see. We got some comments here. Uful says, my only complaint is that it is way too short. The song is 2 minutes and 27 seconds long. That is, I think, one of the shortest ones tonight. So not surprised. Donut Stealer 50 says the fact that it's part of a 11-track full album helps soften the blow on how short it is. For me, that's insane. 11 songs for K-pop album, I think is.
That's big.
I don't know, but I think that's a pretty long album, arguably.
Yeah, that's big. Even though some of the songs are actually a lot of the songs are under 3 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Aww.
Well, I don't expect K-pop songs to last in the like 4-minute plus range.
Really? I do. They
Yeah,
used to.
I mean, again, maybe it's me speaking from like a more of a kind of.
Oh yeah, you're in the post New Jeans era.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so that would make more sense.
Oh yeah.
Zoe says, I first listened to the da 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 part. I didn't really go with the rest of the song for me, but I've gotten used to it a lot more. Gangi says, I'm not feeling this one, just like Air Force One. And then everyone's saying maybe they prefer Air Force One. Songs grew on me. It looks like it's a grower, so I'm excited to see what it's about. Full album is under 30 minutes. That is crazy.
Oh,
that is super quick for an album. Wow. All right.
No.
Huh. Very interesting.
I'm not a fan. I want 4-minute songs, please.
Listen, I'll take a longer K-pop songs. I'm not arguing for them to have shorter songs. I'm just saying I'm familiar with like the New Jeans era of music where it's like, okay, we're sitting in that pocket, you know.
More of a trend now, especially with like all of the, I don't know. Yeah, I recognize that it's changed.
Yeah.
Changed from what it used to be.
MLQ gets me. I'm same album listener person, not a playlist person. Yeah, I'm a chronic album listener, so
I put my albums in order on a playlist.
Same. Yeah. I'll do that. I'll do that. Yeah. I'll run them back. I'll run them all together. Yeah. Zoda says from the album Un/Fair, Sparkle, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy are my favorites. And Nestor says Butterfly Effect is my favorite B-side. Very cool. Sarah says I just dump all my songs into a playlist and get 100-hour monstrosity.
Yep. Yep.
I can't do it. I can't do this shit. This is great.
Oh, I just tried searching 4-minute K-pop songs. I forgot there's a group
4
called
minutes.
4 Minutes.
I was gonna say.
All of their songs better be 4 minutes long.
I know what it's like. God damn. All right. Well. All right.
One. Oh, is
next
this time
one.
for
This is Virtual Angel. Let's go.
Okay. I'm probably gonna squint
all right,
while
let's go. Everybody get their sunglasses on. Let's go.
Turn the light up. Okay. Whew. Yeah, if you are triggered by strong strobe effects, probably don't watch.
Oh my god. Interesting pre-chorus. God, fuck.
Take it all in.
like I have the Clockwork Orange this shit. Ooh. Are we getting lower now? Probably. Oh,
Cool.
this is the crosses. Those crosses. Oh God. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got a sneak peek of the next one. All right. I was gonna say that's the Eva reference. That's what I thought. All right. Cool. Well, that was Virtual Angel, I believe. My God, my retina's hurt.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout outs to whoever their editing team was for this music video, literally meticulously probably going frame by
Oh,
frame
man.
for the editing
How
on
do you
this.
think they are doing?
Yeah, has anyone checked up on their team?
Ooh.
Oh my God. Okay, Unhi did. Thank you, Unhi. When I did a rough count, I got 603 cuts, so 3.17 cuts per sound. Oh my God. My
Wow.
editing brain is crying right now.
No.
Oh my God. Oh, Digipetty is crazy. Gosh, thank you for the shouts. Oh my God, yeah. I was gonna say they need to have some sort of therapy after that. I think arguably. Oh my God, that is. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that aside. That I'm gonna be seeing some blessings to Digipedi. Salutes to you. I think the song itself was very solid. I did see someone reference Shooting Star by Kepler. And I could definitely hear a lot of the similarities. It's got that neutro, like synthwave, synth pop sort of vibe. But I think actually very similarly to Air, which we just listened to. It does have that like wispiness in terms of like the vocals that I really appreciate, and I think even more so than Air, I think this song kind of takes that wispy like vibe over the top in this song, and I think it actually is well antiquated to it. So I appreciate the vocal structure of it. I also really loved I would say I probably actually loved Kin Liv's vocals as I've been pointing out a lot, but as well as that, I think Jin Sol also really crushed it in the song. I don't know who did the bridge as well. That was probably my favorite part of the song. I like how it changed it up. It did feel a little bit short contextually. So that would probably be my only like criticism on the song, is that I would have wished that the bridge would have been a little bit longer. But I feel like if the bridge was longer, then we wouldn't get like kind of the cool like ad libby funness at the end of the song in that like final chorus. So I do feel like there is like a little bit of a catch-22 on that, unfortunately. But I think what they did with the song, I think, was really nice, and I would argue this would fit very well on our car driving playlist. This has just a good vibe to it overall. So I thought this was great. This is a very good song. Definitely like mid to high range tier in terms of the songs we've listened to tonight. Definitely will go back and listen to this one again for sure. Therese, your thoughts?
I thought that I was more mid on this song, but now that I'm listening to it without the music video, I really like it. So I guess it's really just the visuals that were holding me back. But I think if we have like Christian horse girl music, even though this had crosses in it, I would call this like dreamy space girl music.
Dreamy space. That's fair. I could
Yeah.
respect that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Luna does that very, very well. Like we hear it in Star, and we hear it in, I'm blanking on all the Luna songs, but I know that I've heard them in this bracket before, and I think someone
Yeah.
else said that this is like the closest to the old Luna sound. Oh yeah. No Sound No Life said this is the most Luna coded song audio wise for me. And I would agree with that. I
Yeah.
think I couldn't tell who was singing when. I had to look away. But
That's fair.
I think it's a really crazy concept that they went with that probably turned out exactly how they wanted it to. So I appreciate that they're able to explore their artisticness in this space where they might not have been able to otherwise. So big kudos to their editing team. Apparently, someone else said that Modhouse had to tell DigiPetty to tone it down even before the Human Eye version existed.
Oh my god.
So I wonder if they cut it from like 4 cuts per second to 3.17 cuts per second. But I do think it's really cool that they do it on the beat. It makes it, I don't know. I think the intention was to elevate the song, but I think it actually just put limiters around the song.
That's
so if it wasn't a K-pop music video, I think it'd be a little easier to digest. But because they had all of those crazy sets with all of the different colors in them, it made it that much harder. It was like, whereas if it was just a single color block background and it's switching between the members, that'd be so easy. I think they went crazy. And I appreciate him for it.
It looks like it was produced by El Capitan, Maria Marcus.
I love El Capitan.
Choi
I
Andrew.
Still haven't checked out Plave. I gotta do that.
Nano, Artie, Zinur, and Kim Jong-so. And then Leo says, according to the concept that you can't see angels for a long time, that's why the uncut version is the Human Eye version. And then Angela says, Bridge is Lippy and Heej. Ah, very nice. We love both of them. Shout outs.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then Goro says, the cuts were an artistic decision to make it uncomfortable on purpose.
Oh, kind of like the fear of God. I get it.
Yeah, I was going to say.
You guys get it? I get it.
I get it.
If you're not a Christian,
hey, if you're not religious, you won't get this. But if you're religious, you'll get it. So.
Yeah. And that's also, it also aligns with Birth, because Birth was also kind of those uncomfortable settings or visuals, but it was also, I don't know.
No, I agree with
beautiful.
you.
Yeah.
It was a little bit more like on the darker end of the scale, where it's like you don't want to look at it because it's just like, ooh, that's like disturbing, you know.
But at the same time, it's a unicorn lady.
It's a unicorn lady. I want to see the unicorn lady. Yeah. Actually, the unicorn lady reminded me of the spirit from Princess Mononoke, when they're on the like water and that thing with the face. If you know what I'm talking about, if you're a Studio Ghibli fan, let me know.
I only saw Princess Mononoke once.
Oh,
so I gotta rewatch now.
Angela says, not sure if y'all have noticed, but certain members have always been used for certain parts throughout Luna titles. Heej, intro, Kimlib, bridge, and being two prominent examples. Very nice, very nice.
Cheated in his Catholic trauma. That's fun.
Pesky Frog says, we can't see angels for too long unless our retinas are...
can
Oh my
confirm I've
God.
never seen an angel.
I also have not seen an angel. Yeah. Uh, Zero says, I just hope they do anything similar in a future company learns from this and they will put a warning in the video when released. Yeah, hell yeah. Jesus.
Yeah.
I love how the video of the silhouettes of Artemis appears in white from the five girls emerges at the end of the video. And then Unicorn Lady was in this video, but it's hard to see her. Yeah, well.
That's so cool. Ah, I'm such a fan of this creative team.
Gongi says Princess Mononoke is the best Ghibli movie. I would debate that, but I respect your choice. It is a good one.
I'm not even gonna try.
Sarah says I was told there'd be biblically accurate angels. 2 out of 10 needed more eyes.
For real.
Also accurate. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Very cool. All right, we're on to the next one. As you were politely spoiled, is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So I will not have to wait to listen to
Oh,
it.
man.
So get to check it out.
I was going to make a nerdy reference to
Do it, Therese.
watching Virtual Angel was like going through the Vulcan Learning Center. Where they're just like throwing information at your brain. All right, let's get in this one.
All right.
And actually go to the space. Go to
Yeah,
the space.
let's go to the space, guys.
Way too far to reach my star. 그 round and round again. 왠지 모르게 시간 사이 반짝이는 모습이 널 따라 희미하게 날 부르네. Click click 여기 here. 어른과 불꽃별 12별짜리 채널 시작도 알 수 없는 약속으로 내 주위 모든 게 too far 사라져 천천히 날 찾은 듯해 Fly me to the moon So break down
Ooh. Ooh. Take the tempo up.
Monotone sky, but that's 찾아봐 before the night's over. 뜨뜻하게 들려오는 신호. Click, click, here.
Ooh. They use the strings.
Round and round again. Round and round again. 오늘 밤 어떻게 이 발이 더울지 몰라 난 ready. Fly me to the
Ooh. All right, that was Artemis, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. If you're hanging out, very nice.
See, that was a pleasantly long song.
That was a pleasantly long song. You are correct,
Thank
Therese.
goodness.
You have some thoughts on this one?
No.
Okay.
I do. It's a lot. And it's enjoyable. That's about all I got. It's like I've over processed. I have overclocked my computer. That is
Wow,
my
that's a
brain.
very low bar for overclocking, I think.
I think it was the Virtual Angel music video
Yeah, that's
that
fair.
did most
Yeah.
of it. But no, I think I noticed that they don't use a ton of their like ensemble vocals, which I'm kind of sad about. I want to hear more of that.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's
I
true.
couldn't I realize now why it's so hard for me to pick out voices because they keep mixing it into the track and then I'll lose it and then they'll bring it back up to the surface and then I'll lose it again. And I really like it. I think it's a cool method. But it makes me a fan of Artemis as a group and not so much as individual members, right?
True. Yeah.
Like I know there's songs from things that are kind of outside of Artemis, so I know the members from those, but when they're in Artemis, they are like one
Unit.
super unit, or they're like the mech. They become the one mech. So I think it, but yeah, it's a little bit hard to understand, but I am more curious to listen to this album as a whole. Each song that we get to, I get more curious to listen to the album
I
front to
agree.
back.
Yeah. Yeah, Eva. I was gonna say very.
Is that the name of their mech?
No. I think they're also referencing Evangelion again.
I didn't know
Chat.
if there was like a main mech in Evangelion. I know that there are multiple mechs, right?
There's multiple mechs.
Do
Yeah.
they ever combine in Power Ranger form?
We can't tell you.
Oh, come on. I gotta watch it.
You gotta watch it. Yeah. We can't spoil anything. I think for me, I like this one a lot. I think this is probably one of my favorites of tonight, unless this last song that we choose is going to be my favorite of the night. But I appreciate. I think for me, the combination of the way that they layer out the vocals, and then on top of that, I like how they had like that little bit of like ensemble vocal at the end of the chorus, I believe, just where they were just kind of like all singing collectively. I thought that was a nice, like, I think that was like a nice way to kind of wrap up the sound. But I also appreciate, especially for this video, and just being able to see kind of the lyrics more coded out. But I never realized how like interweaving their vocals are. And I think it's like when I actually visually see like, oh, okay, like Jinsol had this part, and then like Heejin came in later, or like
Right.
Hasul had this,
Yeah.
and then Kim Lib jumped on top, and then we got Cherry doing some other parts. It was like really kind of it was more of a collective, and I agree with Therese that like this song felt the most like Artemis in terms of like I couldn't really think of one person that I liked more than the other, just because they just interweaved so well. And like one of the vocal lines I could have loved at the beginning and still loved towards the end, but like the vocals would have changed guard essentially throughout the part of that's verse or like song in the part of the song. So I definitely appreciate that a lot. I think equally as jarring in the best way possible, I think, is actually the instrumentation. There's a lot of cool like beat switches. I like the different like implementation of like EDM, like dream pop sort of sounds, but then as well as that, there's like a lot of like future bass. There was one specific part where like the song kind of ramps up. I think it's in the pre-chorus, if I'm not mistaken. Again, I just love how it kind of like picks up that BPM just a little bit more. I think it makes the song really it kind of like pulls you along into the next set of the direction. So I think as a songwriting cue, I really appreciate the fact that like there's just that inherent detail of like you get this like tug and pull of like different things throughout the song, and then like you get this stopping point in the bridge where it's like kind of beautiful and melodic, and then it pulls you back into like the fray a little bit more once you get into that final chorus, and they're kind of able to do a little bit more ad lib stuff at the end as well too. I think it was like really well orchestrated, and I think that really not only pays compliments to, I think, obviously everyone's vocals in Artemis, but I think it also pays a lot of respect to whoever produced this song as well too. I think they did a fantastic job of knowing where the vocals need to sit, where there has to be more movement in the song, and I think that only goes to show like that level of skill that you have to produce a song like this. So I think someone almost, I think Yufel said, oh yeah, Yufel says, I believe this song was almost the title track, so it would make sense, I feel. So great song. But looks like MLQDA says, but this could be a good thing to be a fan of the group more than solos comparatively to other groups where most people are just solo stands. I would agree with that. I think there's
I think there is a power to having solo stands, because, or not like solo stands, but I mean people that bias certain members specifically for their vocals or having very distinct parts in a song can be a good thing, and it can kind of increase the group's popularity. Whereas this one, if someone heard it and they might think like, oh, one girl sang this, and they might not care to dive into more of it.
Yeah, okay.
But I do like the idea of Artemis as like a singular unit and having everyone meld together sometimes. I just wish, I mean, hearing all of the different songs, they obviously sampled the songs that those units and those solo artists did, but I don't know if it's otherwise obvious that there are different, essentially, like characters in this group, or different people with different styles. And I think that might be, I don't know. I wish they showed like, I like the general K-pop formula of having the individual styles come together and forming a more interesting ensemble sound. But in this case, their ensemble sound kind of just sounds like a duet or a trio.
I think it could be. I think it could be spun either way. I don't think one. I just as a new fan, I don't think you could have one without the other. You know what I mean? Like I think there's inherent like I agree with you.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like if one of the members was absent, I don't know if I would notice.
Correct. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with you on that.
Kind of sad about that.
But I think if you're like, I think on the opposite end of the scale, it's like if you know that they're like if you are familiar with their work, then I think it makes it more apparent that you're like, oh wow, okay, I remember this being like Heejin's part and she sounded great, you know, like, or like Hustl's part.
That's true.
And I think it's like, if you're already a fan, I think it gives you more of a reason to like, I guess, notice the nuances of their voice, where I feel like if you're looking at it from the perspective of like, okay, this is a group that I love, like obviously there's going to be members that you have more of an affinity towards just because maybe it just sounds better to your ear, where I think again if you have the group as a whole, I think it only benefits you to have vocalists that are distinct, because then it's like, okay, cool, now it's like, oh, I hear this part, I hear this part, I hear this part, but like when it comes as a collective, it's like I think it gives you something to like hold on to, I guess, per se, where it's like, okay, I like the fact that they can have that more ensemble type sound, but then be individualized.
Can you guys as fans in the comments, can you tell the distinct differences in the members, or is it just our baby ears that can't figure it out?
It's probably baby ears too. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree. Zero says, I feel like there is solo / subunit stuff in ARTMS where you could get to know the members individually.
There is, but I like hearing them individually in the song together, if that makes sense. Yeah, but I've been a fan for a while. Okay. Well,
okay.
if you can, then that's like still a win.
I would agree.
Same.
Yufel says, I'm sure there are plenty of people that only listen to Taeyeon from Girls' Generation, but then found out that she was in a group and then dove into their music. It can help groups heavily. I would sorry. I would agree because like obviously I love Taeyeon solo stuff, but I also love Girls' Generation now, so it's like I think it's very interesting. Goro says, yeah, I can, but I've been here since Jinso solo. Fair enough.
Okay.
Angelo says,
Well,
I can.
then maybe it's not as big of a problem as it seems if you guys can tell them apart, because I was wondering if they altered their vocals in a way to make them sound more similar, or if they directed them to make them sound more similar, because I feel like that would be more problems than profit, I guess. Unless it's like for a very specific song vibe. I don't know if doing that for every song would help. But if you guys can tell them apart, then it's just us. I'll take your word.
Angela says, yeah, I can definitely tell the voices apart, but they're also my most listened to group ever. So Leo says, if I listen to the songs, I know who is singing, but this is a specific song and has many modifications in the voice for the concept. And then Bessie Frog says, I think Jaden tends to pick members with very non-distinct sound.
Okay, so yeah, it might just be Hitchhiker in particular, but Angelo also said there's a whole buttload of vocal mods on this ARTMS album in comparison to Luna. Yeah, because I could definitely tell apart the Luna members in the Luna works, and now it's like I have no clue.
I wouldn't disagree. I can tell it apart some of the voices, Cherry and Lip, but it takes time to listen and repeat. Then you'll eventually recognize all the voices in group. That's probably my stance, honestly, on most groups that we've covered. Like, I think it's hard, like
on most groups, but
I think to me it's hard because like sometimes it's like I've only listened to the song one time, and so I think it's like I often am like a little bit harder on myself because it's like I would love to be able to distinctly pick out people in these songs, but I think it's often like with repetition that I'm like, oh cool, I like this, like I love this vocalist because their vocals have a unique sound, and it's like I think that that's really nice. But I don't think I would have been able to if I'm just listening to it first go around, you know. So I appreciate the fact that I'll go back and listen to these and I'll be like, oh shit, this is really cool. Like I really loved Hostel's vocals in this. She has like that wispy kind of tone that I think would make more sense in like another ARTMS song or like other projects that she's a part of, that I think would make more sense as either an individual work or something related to the group as a whole. So I will let you know on my journey. Don't worry, guys. We got it here. It looks like we got some comments real quick before we get into the last one.
Let's move on to the last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right. Well, this is UNF/Air, self-made music video. So,
Self-made. Ooh, cool.
Let's go.
Unfair.
Yeah.
Okay. Got
Another B-side. All right. Let's go.
Unfair.
Unfair. Teresa's like, it's bedtime.
It's bedtime, guys.
Sleepy time.
Overclock computer. Why is it so awkward? This is funny.
Hey baby, 오늘도 망하네. 기다리고 있지. 이런 맘을 하니. It's so unfair. 하고 싶은 말이 넘쳐나. So I'm gonna say, it's only you. Say you're my boo. 오늘은 나 못할 줄 몰라. 짓궂어도 애태워도 난 still favorite one. my mind right now. Get in my mind right now. Do you see my heart? Can I do something? 어떡해? 난 어때? Do you see my heart? Can I do something? 어떡해? 넌 어때?
Ooh, nice. Oh, wait, what?
Oh.
There's a member missing. What the hell? All right, well, this is Artemis Unfair. Let's go.
Wow.
Final video of the evening. All right, well, I guess I'll go first. I love this song.
Oh.
This was great. This is well up my alley. I like the really I like the chill vibe that this song has. You know, it's got a great kind of tone. Very, I guess, similarly in the same vein as like I guess kind of similarly to like a New Jeans type style song, particularly. Like it's got that neutro kind of feel to it. So, but I also really appreciated how I know we were talking about how distinct their vocals are, but I felt like this song they did a great job of being able to discern the vocals a little bit more. Maybe it had something to do with just the captions, like just having everyone's
Mhm.
name next to it. But I
No,
really
I gotta do.
I really enjoyed this one a lot. I think it was to me it was a Heejin slash Kimberly Liberton bias, at least for me. I really think their vocalist shined super well in the song, especially in that bridge. I think it was Kim Lip, Heejin, and I think Jinsol was the one that rounded it out. I'm pretty sure for that bridge. If I'm wrong, let me know in chat. But I thought that combination of having their vocals next to each other were just really, really nice. But yeah, overall, I think this was a great track. I think this is probably amongst my like top 3 favorite songs that we've heard tonight. I just like the chill nature of it, and I think it really, really kind of laid out the groundwork for at least this album. I'm very curious to check it out now because I think it's kind of got a good mix of everything. So I'm curious the songs that I haven't listened to tonight, how they would compare. So, but yeah, I thought this was great. Therese, what's your thoughts on this song?
I think my final biases for the night are probably Heejin and Hassel.
Okay.
Determined by this music video and then like the solo stuff as well because I really like their vocals here and I really liked the creative input that Heejin's been putting on her solo stuff. And also I'm a huge fan of Takeuchi as well. So shout outs to Hassel.
Very nice.
This song in particular, it is a lot more laid back. It's probably the breath of air that the album might need in a lot of like heavy production styles of a lot of different elements. This one lets you breathe quite a bit, which I feel like we need.
Sure.
And I think the music video itself is really cute. I think when I see like self-made MVs, I always think they're going to be from like selfie perspective. But I think in this case, it might have just been like written out by them about like they're all crushing on the one member and
yeah.
yeah, that they have their own little like characters and that's really cute. It was like kind of funny because it was a little bit awkward and cute.
Interesting.
I like this song. I don't know if there's anything in particular that stands out though. I do think the members stood out a little more. So.
And then it does say Yufel says that Following Air Unfair sings about the asymmetry of the emotion known as love. So it's like, why don't you acknowledge me when I love you? The song captures the unfairness in a serene, cute way of expression. I didn't notice that. That was cool. Good Good styling. I was
mean,
also
it was more like I noticed it in the plot, I guess, more so
I was
than
gonna
the
say the
lyric.
plot for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
not maybe as much in the lyricism, but all right, cool. Well, we have finished Artemis, and I think we are getting into Loose Assemble. I don't know if that's our next group that we'll be doing for this Luniverse deep dive, but that is who we have. And then a couple comments. Angelo says Sparkle is the other B side we didn't get to, and Butterfly Effect as well. So I'll have to check out those as well as Distress. Do you have a top 3 tonight, Therese? Do you think you can lay them out?
Yeah. I think my first shout out would be Love Me Like. That was a really
Yeah,
good one.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
I do really like Heejin's stuff, but I don't know if it would make top 3.
Interesting. Okay. Okay.
Just because I think I'm curious to see what else comes. I give her honorable mention for most potential. I really want to include Birth because the music video is badass.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So I'm gonna include Birth. And then I guess
This is interesting.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
Sure.
Nice. I think for me, I would also do Love Me Like. That one was great. But that's tough. I think I'll include that one. I think Candy Crush was my other favorite.
I thought about Candy Crush.
And then I would say ooh, that's tough. Then I'd probably go with Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and I would give an honorable mention to Heejin's video game. I feel like that would be my honorable mention. But I don't know. It was very cool. I think Artemis is a very interesting concept. I'm curious to see what they're going to be doing next.
I'm super invested. Like I think this is my favorite. This doll album and the creative production behind everything from the music video to the lore to the songs, I think is my favorite combination this year of groups.
I think it's interesting. I'm also very excited to check out Loose Assemble as well. I think, again, I know a lot of people were saying in chat that they're excited for us to check that out. So I think it's just interesting to see, like, I think this might be, if I'm not mistaken, I think this might be the only group that we've talked about that has had, like, more, I guess, a split off in terms of, like, having separate bigger groups.
Oh, Luna's the only one.
I was gonna say I would assume that they might be the only one.
They're the new blueprint for whatever subunit crazy groups end up leaving their company. I don't know. It's such a niche thing.
It is a very niche thing. I think that was what I was kind of curious to see. But yeah, overall, very excited to check that out. Again, if Alex is feeling good, then we will most likely be doing From S9. If not, I think it might just be Therese and I again to do From S9. So if you like From S9, come join our Discord. We have a playlist for that. I again will keep you all posted on a Saturday stream. It's seeming likely, so I'll probably have to do that. And then Monday, I think we're doing Loose Assemble, and I don't know if we'll get into Chuu or not. I know we probably will be. Obviously delving into solo artists.
Didn't we react to her solo stuff in other streams? I thought we did.
Nope.
I remember watching it with you guys.
I haven't listened to it, so.
I thought we did.
I don't think so. Not her solo albums. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't think we've done it. We'll be doing Chuu. I would imagine we probably do Chuu and Yves in one stream. I think we at least have 2 more.
I think I did it on one of my solo streams. That's where I watched it.
Okay, well, I didn't watch it, so All right, cool. Well, either way, keep posted on the Discord. That's the best way to know what we're doing and all that jazz. So thanks
Oh
for
yeah,
hanging
we're
out.
also doing a Family Feud
We are doing a
K-pop
Family Feud.
game. So
Yeah,
answer us in Discord. I don't know if we're gonna make a post on YouTube community channel
we
about it,
did.
but yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
There's
good, good.
there's a link for
Check
that
out the channel.
if you are watching on YouTube. Come join us. There's always a link for our Discord in the videos. So come hang out. We'd love to see you. But yeah, if you are new, make sure to give us a follow. Goro, thanks for the follow. Yeah, come join us on YouTube or Twitch. More specifically, Twitch. We love our Twitch family, so come hang out. But have a good time zone, y'all. We'll catch y'all on Wednesday. So have a good
Thank you.
time. Peace.